energy powers our world, fuels the global economy, and sustains life itself.
If we had electricity, he would not have passed away. I know that for a fact.
All of us depend on those who generate and supply our energy needs, whether it's from fossil fuels, nuclear, or renewables.
Whoever controls the sources of that energy clearly controls people's lives.
تصور ان انت اليوم ما في موتورات بالبلد شو بتوقف الدنيا.
Without it, we're all at risk.
We can't tell patients today, I don't have energy, don't be sick.
And now, war, politics, and climate are threatening our energy supply.
It is a massive transformation. It is unlike anything we have ever experienced to this point.
A multi-trillion-dollar business for the powerful few.
Energy is owned by Wall Street, and anytime you're owned by Wall Street, all that matters is money.
Whoever controls energy controls our existence, because their finger is on the switch that turns everything on and off.
Such an amazing company, international company. I would like to invite to the stage right now all of this huge construction behind the man, behind each other actually. Mr. Dr. Aziz Saka on the stage, please, for opening speech.
Hello everyone. I'm glad to see you here that joined our event today, which we have collaborated with the Kardosa as a venture capital fund about the energy optimization systems. As usually, normally all of those the events that before trying to derive something and once joined us for the speeching that I'm gonna look at it. But yesterday, our executive board member, Mr. Eaton, told me that whatever you're gonna write, you're never gonna be following it up. So talk whatever you want. So this is why that today, that I'd like to talk with you through my heart, and you may understand that our future collaborations. I'm saying that collaborations because here there is no foreign you. I know all of you, and I'm sure that you know me, and there are the companies and the collaboration partners that are here that we are working these years. And once I'm going to be talking about the today's event, there is some point that I would like to be. You're going to be added on your on your mind and your hearts and your book as a headline. One of is that what I'm saying now is the collaboration. That is what our collaboration today here with my friends, with my partners from the Latin America side, from the Indian side, from the Middle East side. This is nothing today about the trade facilities to buy and sell something. It is about the collaboration that we create after us. After us, meaning that for the next generation. This is what it brings to us, the vision. Our vision is not simply, let's buy the something and to sell the something. Sorry about this one, but whatever you're going to come to here for today, we will not sell our generator. We're going to collaborate with you, that we're going to run this project with you on your countries, because you are the people on your countries that you can run with this project with us. And how we're going to make a collaboration. This is the key point. Of course, the first we need to understand, what is the energy optimization system. For that the circumstances, whatever you watched at the promotional video at the beginning about the energy, let's talk about this side a little bit. Energy. You know, as of now, even whatever I'm talking, I give to the energy. Energy is not optimistic. Energy is everywhere. The problem is that, you know, we don't know how we're gonna be optimization the energy. Maybe we know. God knows. So this is the second headline that today I want you gonna be put on your mind and on your heart. It is the optimization. For the optimization side of the energy, it has been tried before. But somehow, you know, no one follow it up. I don't know why, but I think so it is because of the economy. Now the third headline is the economy. So the energy is the source of life and creating to the economy. And because of this, the economy, the war started. The surrounding the country started. The politics games started. And it continues. And sometimes, not to be reached, the energy gonna brings to up the worst scenario than what I'm saying. What does it mean? Energy is the source of life. And it means that, you know, since the years, whatever seeing to all the problematic political sides, war and the others come up because of the energy headlines. Look at the Middle East area now. What's going on? Even Turkey, you know, even Latin America. There are some people that we call it that they're surrounding the world. Just try to control this, the energy matters. And even some crazy people say that, you know, the 8 billion people are so much in the world. Let's try to eliminate these people's size. I mean that the size, like the 500 million. Because we do not have enough energy resources that we keep our side alive with total this, you know, the 8 billion people. So what are we gonna do? We gotta kill the other 7 billion, 500 billion people? I don't believe so. Because whatever the energy that God, Allah, gave to us is totally enough. The problem is that we don't know yet how we're gonna be optimization. How we're gonna be custodying it. This is the problem. How we're gonna be custodying. But at least, you know, our partners, engineers, they find a way to optimization the energy and to custody it and to divide it wherever the people need it. I don't want to talk so much the statistic, but I have read something about the energy sources and how the people reach the electricity. Then I become shocked that still now we are in the 21st century. 750 million people are not faced of the electricity. They are on the dark. They don't know what is electricity means. Can you imagine that? You know, everywhere is the light. We can see each other very well. After also the event, we're gonna go to our hotel. We sleep well. You know, everything is the electricity. But 750 million people even did not meet what is the electricity. This is the 21st century. Can you imagine this one? So it means that, you know, because of the work of this energy corridor system, gonna bring to the inequality. We are not equal, you know. That is another big problem. But I'm saying that, that we have enough energy resources. Whatever we did here, it is nothing to do about that we create something from nothing. Maybe, whatever I sent you before, the Saka Holding sent you before, the invitation that they add the information about the energy optimization system that we created. Do not understand it that, wrongly. We never create something from nothing. We are not God. It's only that Allah, God can do that. Kun fayakun. Everyone knows that. From nothing to do something. So that our system is working very old technology. It's not new. That it has been founded 1970, during 1970. And it is about the flywheel system. You all engineers. Just can imagine the flywheel system. There is only a methodology how it works. How we can bring this the flywheel system under the zero gravity and to create the energy and optimization it and the custody and to give it out. This is the inverter. That's why that I call the people who did this is the inverters. But of course there are other methodology has been done in this world that we cannot eat there right. It means that like the renewable energy projects, like the solar energy and like the the hydroelectric systems that they have been created. Yes, sometimes it had happened the trend. Since the 40 years, something like that. The solar energy is the trend. But the ones who are going to be checked, the International Energy Agency outlook, and we can see that this renewable energies productions trend going to slow down. I don't like to talk the statistic as I told you, but as of now, the renewable energies only the optimization of the world just 7%, nothing more. So also it didn't come, let's say through. You know what? It's almost again the politics. We have a problem about the China. I'm not saying the problem, but who is the creator for the renewable energies is it China. So once the politics gonna become, no one gonna be think the others, even the people who doesn't reach who never gonna be seeing the electricity on their life. I mean, yes, China is the biggest, the solar energy systems, the biggest wind energy systems. They create everything, like a bee, very fast. But who's gonna ride the trend? It is the real economy side. Who is gonna ride something? It is the real media side. If they're gonna say that this renewable energy is what the China gonna be produced, it is bullshit. So the trend's gonna be down. So they are playing the life of the people, not to be reached. Let's say the energy systems. Whatever they write, we accept it all. Let's say the correct. But what we did, as I told you, we learned how we're going to be optimization and custody the energy. And today, as a theoretically, you may understand it, after me, through to our venture capital partners, Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Samet Salman, how it works. But as a practically, also you're going to see it outside. There is the 10 vehicles trucked over there. It's going to be work, and you will see how it works. Of course, at the beginning, once I jump up this project as an entrepreneur, I say that it's unbelievable, but I have the same doubt on my mind. Whatever you have the question, I had the same question. These questions did not come, did not go out on my mind until I understand that this is nothing new. I understand it was using before. So, I calculated if it was using before, why it shouldn't be created fastly? Because this is technology, and we are in the 21st century. Whatever we're going to see on our life, the last 50 years, every year the technology come up like the new revelations. Mobile phone, oh my God, it is revelations. What else we need? Before the mobile phone is the internet. Once we're going to see the internet, we say that this is the end of life. The internet, oh, how fast is that? I don't need to fly to the Iran, I don't need to fly to the Bolivia, I'm just going to be chatting, and I do all my job through the internet. Before the internet founded, if someone said to us that, we're going to create this one, who's going to believe it? We say that they are crazy. So it is a similar thing that what we did. But I told you it has been done before, but never going to be used. And I believe so that even the internet or the other technology had been found years and years before. Anyway, that our friends going to be explained to you very well technical, and whatever the question on your mind, after the event, you can ask, and we try to answer to you, but also you're going to be seeing everything, by your eyes, how it works. I would like to come up to the collaboration again. This is our main point here, which once you're going to be satisfied that our energy optimization systems, next generator, we wish we can collaborate all together. But the collaboration cannot be under the calculation of the money. Believe me that on our side, we have enough money, and even our engineering, they have enough money and they don't like the money. It is about the success and to let the something for the next generation, for my son, for his son. It is about to create the something in all our countries. As a venture capital companies, as a collaboration companies, as a joint venture companies, as a distributor companies, and of course the biggest problem, economy, finance. How are we going to be finance the people? Believe me, it's not your matter. We're going to finance it. And let me explain that exactly how we did. This is why that we are not working individually. I mean that we are not doing the trade. We are not selling to our goods. We don't want to say that, hey, who's going to come up and take the one megawatt from us, that it's the price of $1.5 million. Oh, look at this one, this is that. No. We don't want to do this. We would like to be war with institutional basis. This is why you are here. You have the very important roles on your countries. You're going to talk with your governments. There are lots of problems about the energy, especially on the Middle East area and the Latin America side. So we have come up with our solutions, including with our finance method. It's nothing to do about this one. It is about the collaboration, working together, creating this synergy together. But while we're going to be creating the synergy, don't think even about the finance. This belongs to us. How it works. It works governmentally. Let's say I have friends coming from the Bolivia and Chile, Paraguay, Argentina. Just imagine that, for the Chile side, as an industry, electricity only gonna be created to 59% and the residential 21%. So the 30% that the Chile cannot give the energy, enough electricity to the population. I mean that they're gonna save is the 30% because of the source. And the prices for the, the residency and the industrial side is very high, unbelievable. The prices for the 1 megawatt is approximately $500. What does it mean? My God. So regarding this, the price, we are thinking that how are we gonna make the observation without the project directly with the government? Of course, the government has another, let's say all the governments has another priority. And they say that at least the energy system is going to become up, this side or that side, and there's a population, 20 million people, 30 million people, and whatever they're going to sell the electricity, they must buy it, and this is why they're going to pay the tax about this one, that one, and I take out all the monies and I give it, another source where I'm going to import the energy. No, we don't want this. We're going to open the factory inside the country only to get the guarantee from the government and to say to them that they created a financial bond, but only on the name of the energy optimization system, financial bond. That bond. It means that we don't want to give to the governments to be used the financial bonds creatively exit funds for another projects. No, it's going to be used only for our project, energy optimization systems. This is why Mr. Arturo Herrera from the Trustfinco Invest, he is here. After Mr. Samet Salamar's speech, he is going to explain to the bond system that how it's going to be created. This is general, the information, but I'm sure that you're going to be understand easily, so whatever, we're going to be created our production, this financial model and the bond system will be blocked that production. It cannot be used for another projects or another, the needing that what the government asks. So we have our production that you want to understand theoretically and practically. And we have our own services to give to the government through our financial banking side. And what we don't have, it is our collaboration. We have the collaboration. This is all here our partners, our collaborating partners. But what we did. This is the new one. And I want you to understand this very clearly. What is this new one? And how we're going to collaborate together. What are the circumstances after the event, once you're going to be satisfied, we have our law office here, and they're going to open the desk for you over there, and you can visit them. And there is one form that we call it the request form. You can go nearby, it could be there, and you can go there nearby to them, and you check the form. The form, you're going to see that the collaboration method. It is distribution that you can click. It's joint venture, you can click also. And it is about the finance. You can say that, okay, we are interested in the project up to 2 gigawatt, but with finance. Please bring to us the finance also. And you're going to click this. And then we're going to send you our proposal. And I'm sure that we're going to find a way that how we can collaborate for the further steps all together. And don't forget again, I'm saying, these further steps will be for our next generator, not for us. Thank you so much that you are listening to me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aziz. wonderful speech. All the details over there except our technological details. So for the technological details, we would like to invite Mr. Saka Holding on the stage, explain to us what a beautiful and what an interesting this technology. Please, Mr. Saka. Thank you very much.
First of all, I would like to thank you for your participation and for being here. Welcome again to the presentation of our NexTec electricity optimization system. Before talking about our generator, I would like to talk about flywheel system. What is the flywheel, and what is the main purpose for flywheel? Nowadays, this is the new trend in the world in order to store the energy. Flywheels are capable of storing a huge amount of energy. For the first time in the world, Volvo auto company used this technology in order to transmit the power. They invented that flywheel components can store some amount of energy for a while. What we are doing in this technology, we are capable of storing exact amount as much as we want. This gives us to optimization the energy. From the beginning, I need to say we are not creating free energy. There is no free energy in this world. What we are doing is we are using existing energy and making optimization, and we are converting the bigger energy from the beginning. Let me explain in this system. These components, as you see, as a cylinder, these components are named as flywheels. Flywheels can work based on gravity. It gives us to store kinetic energy. What we are doing in this device, we are storing kinetic energy into the flywheels and we are transmitting to alternator and we are giving electricity. This technology is totally scalable and adjustable according to demands. We can, from the, of course, almost 6 years, we use this technology in order to feed some electricity loads. This is our first version. We have another versions. In the future, you will be witness our second version, maybe in the future third version. And we prepared one device here. This device is entirely analog model in order to be understood entirely what it is. In the afternoon, we will give a start and we will make some noise. Sorry from now. Let me explain the components. In the beginning, we have to use energy. We use batteries in order to start our engine to rotate the flywheels. After the flywheels rotated, it starts to store kinetic energy. After it is ready to give electricity, it starts to transmit the kinetic energy to electricity. So in the beginning, it's going to take a little bit time to get ready to transmit the electricity. developed by continuously. Of course, this needs to get maintenance, but after 2 years. Each 2 years, only 2 hours maintenance, then it's gonna work again. Lifetime is really high. As much as the maintenance is done, lifetime is really long time. And we can scale up to 5 megawatts because the Trustfinco of the device is letting us to manufacture up to 5 megawatts. The other manufacture should be done in the places who needs electricity. What I can say is done. Thanks so much. You will see all the things by your eyes.
Thank you very much, Mr. for your presentation. As I am an engineer, it's very impressive, you know. We are always talking about energy. We are talking about infinity. So this is given to you to unbelievable energy capabilities. So everybody tired a little bit, as I see on the face and eyes. So let's take 15 minutes break. So right now, it's a very important stage. We already explained our technology and we understand how it's works. So Mr. Saka also explained to you everything detailedly, but we need to get more details. Most important part is the money. No money, no honey, unfortunately. Right now on the stage, Mr. Arturo Herrera will explain to you our financial models. Please, Arturo, the stage is yours.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much, Dr. Saka, for his kind invitation to this event. Thank you very much for everybody that came here today, Saturday, instead of sleeping. You came here, thank you very much. So basically, Trustfinco is a trust, and Trustfinco Bank Invest is a bank, and we have this flexibility to accommodate practically every kind of asset classes, from art, paintings, diamonds, money, land, every kind of assets under custody. Please. So basically, the National Capital Trust Trustfinco is in Stockholm, and we are a financial institution, and we are registered as a financial institution, also the bank that is in New Zealand. So basically, we have typical private banking activities, like for example, trust services like depository, funds, securities, metals, every type of asset classes. We also do trading of futures options, commodities, practically all activities in the banking sector, in the private banking sector. The difference between private banking and commercial banking is that we are creating structures specifically for each client. That's the idea of private banking. So, for example, I will explain how we create bonds. Bonds are particularly suitable and good for financing large projects. You cannot go to a bank, to a normal commercial bank, and request 1 billion or 2 billion loan. It's practically impossible for a bank to give you a loan of those sizes, basically because the banks have regulations that they cannot lend you money for certain percentage above certain threshold based on their capital base. So they cannot give you 1 billion, 2 billion. They do what is called syndication. They put 2, 3, 4, 5 different banks to give you that amount of money. But this may take months, maybe years. And if they don't know you, they don't want to lend you. And they don't want to put their risk in only one sector. And electricity sector is not risky, but it takes long term for financing. Banks, commercial banks, needs money and returns as soon as possible so you can pay back immediately. So the only alternative we have, well, there are two alternatives basically. That you bring the money from your pocket and you put it. Very difficult unless you are in Arab Sheikh, or you go to the public market and you create a company public and you put it in NASDAQ or the stock exchange and you issue shares, but then you need to sell all around the world. And the other alternative is to create bonds. A bond is basically an obligation. In the old days, you have like paper-like bonds, but since the 80s, those bonds doesn't exist anymore. Since the 80s and the internet, everything is electronic. For the bonds to be electronic, they created basically one or two or three or four companies called clearing institutions. For example, Euroclear is an institution that is in Europe. They have another one of their members called Crest that is in Ireland and UK. They have Clearstream, for example, another institution, and they have one institution called DTCC, Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation. This institution is like a big server, like this, that stores all bonds that you create in the United States. They have trillions of bonds, and you use DTCC to register your new bond. So Trustfinco, using a registrar, will go to DTCC. We create a bond like a new kid, like a newborn child. Okay, you get a new child, a new bond. You create a prospectus. You register it in DTC, and they put your bond electronically. Then Trustfinco, using a network of different banks located in Asia, in Middle East, in the United States, they approach different investors, private investors and institutional investors. Institutional investors are mainly funds, governments, big corporations, on which we approach directly, or basically we go through a network of different banks. We have approximately 60 different banks in Asia, Middle East, Europe, that can distribute and can sell the bonds. So basically this process, the whole process is called underwriting. Underwriting means that from zero, I come with one client, we create the new baby, the new bond, we put it in DTCC, that is a clearing company, and this clearing company puts the bond electronically, and then in that moment, that very minute, I can start selling the bond through a network of different banks. So that's the idea. Trustfinco, one second please. Trustfinco has in his role different activities, like calculation agent, because we need to calculate for each and every investor how much interest we need to pay every year. Custodian, because we receive in custody the bonds in our trust, and then we sell it to different clients. Trading, because we trade through the banks, and payment agent, because we need to collect the money. The coupon is the interest that we need to pay yearly, and then we need to pay. So, under umbrella, we have all these activities. Some private banks divide these activities in many banks. We prefer to do it ourselves, in-house, so we control everything. So I will explain a little bit how is this process. This is like a 5 steps process. Everything starts with the client. As I told you, our main focus in private banking is focusing on the client. The client is the most important thing. So, next please. So, the first phase is clients, we work with corporations, and we work with governments. Governments sometimes get difficult, but the key here, and I am telling you the message to Chile and maybe you in Bolivia, the key factor is to find the correct person. The correct person that could be the Ministry of Finance, or could be somebody that moves like very, very fast inside the network of many people in the government and don't get lost inside the government. So the key factor is to basically work with the key person in the government. So we basically get something important to set up the goals, the terms, and the conditions. And we need to have a fluid, very fluid communication. We had problems before with one government that they got lost. They didn't make any decision because they were focusing on their political situation. They didn't pay attention to me, basically. So everything didn't happen, basically. So the trick here is to find the correct person that will move internally in the government network to make this thing happen, okay? So basically the second part in the government line is to get basically the authorization. That normally goes, maybe some governments needs to go through the Congress, or maybe some governments needs to go through the Ministry of Finance and the President. It depends on each and every government, okay? So the first phase is the client. It's the most important thing, how we structure this with the client. And very important, fluid communication is a must. Next, please. Yeah, it's okay. No, it's okay. So the second phase is our responsibility. Basically, we need to draft the term sheet. The term sheet is a pretty large document that about 150 pages that nobody reads. Nobody reads. And we issue also a term sheet that is 1 page, 2 pages that everybody reads. And basically we prepare financial cash flows, etc. In this case, together with Dr. Saka and the client, we prepare all the cash flows, the projections, etc. But the prospectus is more about giving it to the clearing house, their legal team, to see that everything is according to the laws, basically. So, in that phase that belongs to us, basically we put all in the bond structure, and then we created. We send it to the client decided it's okay. Once we get the acceptance, then we register with the registrar that I told you before, the DTCC. Next, please. During this phase, we request an IC. An IC is like when you get your baby to the civil office and you give your birth certificate. Birth certificate. You give a name, Omer Saka, for example, and you get the birth certificate. The IC number is a number that identifies clearly each and every bond. Each and every bond has one unique IC number, okay? So sometimes we use Bloomberg. Bloomberg is not the same TV station that you see. Bloomberg is a database that is connected, every bank officer is connected to Bloomberg, and then you can check in your screen in Bloomberg, you can check the new baby, the new bond, with all the terms and conditions of this bond. And the magic of Bloomberg is that you can communicate with any officer in China, in Japan, in Bolivia, in Chile. In 1 second, you can chat internally, and then you can offer them. Okay? So in this phase, basically, we register the bond, and then we do, basically, we prepare everything for trading. Okay, then this is the most important part, because the baby alone cannot get life without somebody to buy it. So we need to talk to these people, we need to make some marketing shows with these people. Normally now is everything around internet and phone calls, etc. But they know us very well from the past. Our bank network is based in the UK, but they have like 4 different banks, as I told you, Middle East, Asia, and United States and Latin America, and they have like 100 different traders that are connected to each other, selling new bonds. In the case of the governments, for example, they have appetite for these bonds because they need bonds that can have, let's say, a rating of CCC according to the rating agencies, or BBB or whatever. So in this phase, we are what we call book running. Book running is that I have a list of clients and banks, and then I start to talk to each other. That is book running. We contact also private investors. We have some funds that they have appetite for bonds as well. And then we start the trading process. The trading process is nothing to be scared. It's something very easy. He is my buyer, I am the seller. He sent me his buy order. I match with a sell order. I send the bonds, and the bank send me the money. It's not too difficult. It's like selling potatoes or tomatoes. It's exactly the same, but in the electronic system. It's very basic. Go ahead. So, the trading process is, as I told you, number one, we receive the trade order and then do the compliance with these clients, with the client, etc. Then we contact the officers, etc. And then funds are deposited, and then the fees. We need to get the fees. Without the fees, we cannot live. Okay, go ahead. So, for example, this is one example. Normally, the issue type is plain vanilla. We call in the banking system plain vanilla because there are different types of bonds that are exotic, that are very complicated, that are based in a formula, that are based in futures, options, very complicated to read. Plain vanilla is just an obligation. Plain vanilla like an ice cream, just vanilla. Nothing inside. Plain vanilla means that the bond is an obligation on which the company or the client sell this, and in certain future day, they pay you, and they pay you every month, every year, one interest. That is called plain vanilla. Fixed income is not variable, it's fixed. I pay, for example, 6.5% per year, interest every year. Okay? Senior means that there is no other obligation first than the bond. That bond will be the first to pay. In case of liquidation, this is the first obligation that you need to pay. Okay? That's means senior. Redeemable means that if I issue this baby for 5 years, I can pay back in 1 year and recover my baby back. I pay in 1 year, I don't need to wait 5 years. I can pay in 2 years, 3 years, etc. Okay, normally the terms that are now being sold in the market are between 5 to 6 years, no more than that. And I was watching some of the projections that Mr. Saka did, Dr. Saka did for some countries, on which you can recover the investment in about 1 year. 1 year, maximum 18 months. What it means is that if we issue the bonds for 5 years, for example, and we recover the investment in one, we can use the same funds again and again and again, 3 or 4 years, to make 4 projects, 3 projects or 4 projects. So we need to adjust the situation for this eventual situation in which we can use the money for more projects. Okay, that's the advantage. Normally in US dollars, and the clearing, as I told you, is Depositary Trust and Clearing Corporation. Next, I believe this is the last one, and thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, please.
Thank you very much, Arturo. I think everything is clear, right? So, ready to sign the registration zone.
Any question from our valuable guest from the Iranian side? So it means that we're going to have our collaboration. It's finished. Huh? Don't you have any
So they
questions?
bring the microphone on the right side?
Technical question, that's why Mr. Okay, so let's begin the question again.
Thank you for your arrangement for this meeting. I have a technical question from Mr. Sana. I want to know more about detail of incoming energy to this generator that would come in. From where and how much energy will come from the network or battery or somewhere else, and how much is outcome energy. I need more information about this. Really, I think about conservation law of energy. Maybe there is no loss or creation energy, but this generator only equalize maybe energy consumption. I need more detail about performance and how it works, period of time, and like this.
Okay, good. First of all, thank you very much for this question. It's a good question. I know that everyone was preparing themselves to ask the same questions. Because this is, in this technology, if we go one by one, I will start from the first question. As I said in my presentation, we are not creating energy from zero. We are using the existence energy and we are making optimization that energy, and we are converting and we are storing as a kinetic, and we are transmitting as electricity. Simply, the working system is like that. Of course, in the beginning, we need power. For this model, we don't have to use battery, by the way. For example, the model external outside is able to produce between 100 and 150 kilowatts. We can adjust. Maximum 100 kilowatts. We could make it without battery. In the beginning, the maximum amount of kilowatts for this model, maximum less than 20 kilowatts. 20 kilowatts. Using this 20 kilowatts, we are making it maybe 12 times more. And you know, there is no any job in electricity. Whoever tries to make job, it's going to be shocked by electricity. That's why we prepared this model completely, entirely analog. In order to be understood, every detail. Because otherwise, because we face these things many times, when people saw it for the first time, they are checking cables. If any cable under the nation or near the nation, we did this kind of things. But in the afternoon, after the lunch, when you start, and you will see every details, all questions will be explained once you saw it, how it works.
I mean that, once we're going to see it bright, it's white and so nice. But once he's going to take out all the clothes, maybe it's a very ugly. You understand that? This is why we make the presentation, the physical presentation is a naked. There is no bright over there. So you're going to be seeing everything from the A to Z. And the most important part is that during this, the A to Z, whatever you're going to be seeing, it is good that you ask over there how it works. Because he explained at the beginning that And I told you that we're never going to create something from nothing, you know. There was two important parts. The over there is the flywheel. And those flywheels, you know, it's not the new, you know, we found it. It has been found before. And the most important, how it works, you understand, is that how we created the zero gravity. Zero gravity. Put it on your mind and then ask again, why are you going to see that?
Additionally, I would like to add something what Mr. Saka told. I don't want to miss your other question regarding sustainability of electricity. There is no any doubt regarding sustainability of this electricity. 100% guarantee. You can use until you shut it down. Another important part in this technology, actually I didn't want to talk about more regarding gravity. Gravity is the key point in this technology.
Sorry, I told it before you.
That's why I didn't talk about it. Already Mr. Saka explained many things. He has more technical information.
But
much more than
I trust them, they're going to be our collaborative partner. That's what I explained. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, no problem. Our system is based on gravity. In order to store the kinetic energy, you should get benefit from gravity. We know how to do. In this technology, what we are doing is storage of kinetic energy and mechanical optimization. This system is consisting of two parts. One is mechanical side, the other side is electrical side. What we are doing is mechanical optimization in the system. This is the know-how. This is the technology. And we know how to do the best way.
Well, we every time got a question that, you know, it is out of the thermodynamics. Nothing about the out of the thermodynamic. Even, you know, whatever the regulation that our engineering having done, it is, you know, with the thermodynamic. You know, no one can work against the thermodynamic. Only, you know, the secrecies about the know-how. This is what that, you know, our model become important. Whatever we got, we add to the know-how. Also, I would like to add something that, you know, maybe it should be the one you're questioning, that I didn't explain to you before. You know, this optimization system also going to be used for the solar energy. I mean that, you know, you have the solar energy panels, then the inverters, and then you keep the you know, the energy somewhere. But how many hours? You know, you only use especially even inside and the media side, use the, you know, the solar energy. How many hours? Not more than the 1,400 hours per year. 1,400 hours. And wind energy, not more than the 2,300 hours. Our model, EOS, working 8,760 hours. It means that 24 hours per day. Never stop. Even, you know, once you're going to be take like 1 megawatt, and after 1 hour you just stop it. Unfortunately, you know, it's not stopped. It continuously producing the electricity 23 hours more. In just 1 hour, you're going to be make it work. Then you click the button, stop it. It's never going to stop. Continuous. This is the key point of how we're going to be use the power of the gravity under our know-how.
Yes, it can be like this. Let's think about bicycle. Okay, when you ride the bicycle, there's a dynamometer, and wheels is turning and making the energy and show you length or something. So, according to Earth gravity, you have to push the pedals all the time. You have to push give the energy to turning the wheels. But if you change the gravity, like a space, absolutely you will give less energy and you will get more power. This is the basic thing, actually, you can understand the technology like that.
And you will have one serious problem if you want to use this OS in this space. It's not going to work.
Mars. Any questions?
Yes.
No question? So you understand everything. Finance model, everything. You don't have any question about the finance, you don't have any question about the engineering. Well, no.
Let me intervene then.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Giat. Yes, my dear friend.
Thank you very much, of course, for the presentation, covering the issue of what we have today. But I have a couple of questions. First of all, for the model you're introducing, do you have a patent for it?
Do we have what?
Patent.
Patent, yes, of course, we have.
Was it used before? Never used before?
As on my speech, that what I told you that we started, our friends before us, they started to sell it on the individual market. But once, we created our venture capital fund, and we decided not to be sold on the individual market, anymore. This is why they stopped it. And then, because we decided to work with the institutional, the governmental basis. This is why that even in Europe, in Germany, we sell like a 12 unit, but we stopped it, and we decided to work directly with the institutional side. But it is a good question that, about the patent methodology. You know that even the very simple goods, wherever we're going to be sent from this country to another country, there is many custom clearing, the systems gonna be come up. I say from the Turkey, I'm gonna send a tomato to the Nigeria, it's impossible. The first Nigeria government gonna be sent, some people from their side for the investigation of how tomato is a good reg or something like that, and to take about that, this with the natural or something, then they make the prospectus, and then they're gonna give to the license that you can export your goods to other countries. This is why, how we're going to eliminate this one, and why we're going to be here. It is about the collaboration process, that's what I'm saying. It means that, once we're going to be agreed about all other terms, our goods, our financial methods, then, once we're going to be fill out our forms, because request form, we're going to be ready to send you the one demo. Each countries, like Bolivia, Chile, Peru, Paraguay, Argentina, El Salvador, Iran, Nigeria, Ghana, everywhere, the one demo look like this, 100 or 150 kilowatt. With this demo, what we're going to request from you that now you are our joint venture investment, the partnership. So we're going to be asked you that register all the documentation and the system on your country, the custom and the government, and then we will start up to the real investment over there through our financial model system. So there will be no any problem for how we're going to send tomato to the Nigeria.
So what about the manufacturing facilities? Is it going to be manufactured here, or you can depend on the client
Okay,
himself?
it's a good question. This is why that, the most important part of the know-how, we're never going to be produced in any country. It is the secrecy part, that it's going to be produced in our country. The rest, all spare parts, even some part we're going to be imported, some part we need to be, to produce it. That is why we're going to open one factory. Let's say that we call it the demontage, the factory. So we bring to all our spare parts, and some part that we're going to produce over there, and we mount it on that country, and automatically we give it to the using basis. And don't forget, that Mr. Samet tried to explain that only one model that we can come up to 5 megawatt. But even you're going to be asked 5 gigawatt, there's no problem. The size of our unit is not more than 10 meters. Okay, 10 meters like this, 5 meters, like this, and the altitude, like 2 meters. So think about that, the 1 gigawatt. What we need only let's say maybe the, how many? 20 containers, correct? Only we need 20 containers. And think about it, all those containers, where we're gonna put it, maybe these places. But for the 1 gigawatt solar energy, you are the professional about it. Think about the land size. You need the unbelievable land, for the 1 gigawatt, the solar energy, you need unbelievable land, infrastructure, and also the mobilization systems that you need to be connected directly with, the main electricity of the, let's say, the city, and it is really hard, and also the construction and everything for our system. You don't need the construction, only stabilization area. Look like it's a salon. 20 container, put there, 1 gigawatt, boom, boom, boom. And after 1 hour, close it, it's gonna be work by itself 23 hours. So, whatever the solar energy or the wind energy gonna be created, the power, and you keep the energy and electricity optimization area, we produced 6 times more. 6 times more, maybe. I talk so much now.
Yeah.
You are an engineer. Why am I talking?
Additionally, Mr. Aziz underlined many important issues. First of all, in order to be understood this technology, you need to know the comparison of the other renewable sources. Mr. Saka gave the exact number. In solar system, you are able to produce maximum 1,500,000 kilowatts per year. In wind system, let's say 3 million, you know better, kilowatts power. In our system, I'm giving you exact number, 8,760,000 kilowatts hour per year. 6 times more. And this is sustainable. Not sometimes, continuously. In the other renewable sources, there are many other factors. Unit sun, unit maintenance, you will have efficiency problems as much as you use it. And the immune system, unit wind, these are not in your control, but you can control this one. That's why I think this is the best model of producing electricity.
Yeah, not only that is the maintenance. Solar means you need to clean the panels, you need to adjust the panels. Wind also requires a lot of maintenance, but this only 2 hours, 3 hours every 2 years. And then you put the system running once again. So that's an important thing, because it's not only how you install it, but how you keep it working for 10, 15, 20 years. That's the idea.
So perfect.
Any more questions?
I think no one's going to be asking financial models. Everybody going to pay cash, I think, yeah?
I want to do that was a free.
Walter, please ask a question about financial parts.
Okay. So if you don't have any question, and so it's noon time and we're going to be hungry, so we eat something, and then after we're going to come to the here and start how our model going to be working as we see it after the lunch. But before leaving to the here, the firstly, I'd like to thank all of you that you come and join to us. Whatever the preparation that we have done here, the firstly that I'd like to thank that our Saka Holding Turkey Chairman, Mr. Recai Büyükür, and also our General Director, Mr. Ömer Cebeci, and also, I must thank because she's every time behind on me, and whatever, you see that everything here is because of her. my wife, and our Vice President, Madam Türkan Saka. Thank you so much.
Thank you.